Hello guys and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ethan. If you're a returning viewer, so good to see you. I hope that by now you've made yourself comfortable, you've grabbed a coffee. I just made one using a cup that my friend Caroline got me for my birthday. I was with her at a coffee shop called Andante that we both like to go to here in LA. And I guess they sell these mugs by a local ceramicist. There's almost like a half lid built onto the cup and then a little mouthpiece to drink out of. I had to shout this out because it was really sweet of Caroline, so thank you, Caroline. Exactly a month ago, I did a video called June Home Pickups where I basically showed you a roundup of my favorite products that I got for my home during the month of June and used a lot and loved. The video performed really well. It got almost 100,000 views and you guys seemed to really like it. You asked for another one. A lot of cool things have made their way into my house, so there's a lot I'm really excited to show you guys on this, I guess, episode. This is episode 2 of Home Pickups. So yeah, I hope you like this video. If you want me to do more, drop a comment and let me know that you want that. And also comment and let me know what your favorite item is that I showed you, because I'm always curious what you guys like and I like to feel validated in my purchases. If you have not subscribed to the channel or liked this video, please do both of those now. It helps me so much. My goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers on the channel by the end of the year. I'm scared to put that out into the universe, but also we can collectively manifest if that happens. I'm at 60K now, so it's not completely outside the realm of possibility. I need all my witches and wizards that watch my content to help me with this. Let's manifest it. Additionally, if you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I post a bunch of other content there, so be sure to do that. Instagram, you get more like fashion content, and then on TikTok, you get like everything. So if you want to see my face a little more frequently, you can go check those out, follow me, and shoot me a message and let me know you found me through my YouTube. With that being said, get cozy, make yourself at home, and let's get into today's video. Let's address the elephant in the room right now, which is I'm wearing a sweater. It will probably come off at some point in this video, but I'm a little chilly, so we're gonna wear this until further notice. Our first pickup comes from the store Office Supplies, which is owned by Paige Wassel and Kate Leonard. If you are familiar with Paige, she is an amazing content creator here on YouTube, as well as interior designer, decorator. She's just so talented. Her best friend Kate is equally as talented, and together they have launched Office Supplies, which is a homeware store that sells furniture, art, coasters, so many things. And they officially opened their doors the other day. I know they've been working on it for a while, and I went in to support my friends because they're both so talented. And honestly, Paige has been a huge inspiration for me to not only make content, but really learn to love my home. And she's really helped me sharpen my style. So I owe a lot to her. But this bench here is a mid-century bench that I believe Kate sort of led in reupholstering and picking fabric out. I'll be sure to overlay close-up clips of this bench. It's one of the first new pieces of furniture I'm bringing into this house, and it is a really good one. I'm very excited about it. You guys might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I have a feeling gray is making a comeback. I know the millennials, which I am part of that group, but I don't claim being a millennial. Millennials have ruined gray for all of us. Everything was gray, and I feel like now gray is coming back in a much more chic, elevated way that has a lot more character. So yeah, very much in love with this bench, especially underneath this beautiful piece of art, which I believe was also Kate's doing. I have this weird obsession with human form and like faces and eyes and hands, and you'll actually find a lot of the art in my house is of that. I have to actually tone it down sometimes because it gives serial killer a little bit. Like, I think because I love horror so much, it shows through in the weirdness of having like a person's face on your wall, or a sculpture of like a hand, or a print of eyes. Like, I just really enjoy the strange depth of it. I think it looks really good. And I also love the color red. I don't have a lot of color in my space, but when I do have it, I like it to be red. I kind of keep my space neutral. That way, when I do have a piece of art like this, or a throw blanket, or a pillow, or something of that nature, it can actually shine. Part of what drew me to this artwork is that it looked like a still from a movie. I'm a film major and an avid film watcher, so the idea of cinema and filmmaking and sort of the whole world is really cool to me, and I like to sprinkle little bits of it in my house. So I do have a couple other things that I picked up from Office Supplies, so let me go grab them. We have this accordion mirror right here, which you're about to probably see yourself. in the reflection. I don't know if I can get you. But I have been on the hunt for an accordion mirror, and I've just not found one that I liked. And when I saw this one, I was like, oh, that's the one. That's what I've been waiting for. A lot of these have a circular mirror, and I like that this one's rectangular, and it's gonna look great in one of the 2 bathrooms in my house. I haven't decided where it's gonna go, but expect to see this in a future video. Coasters are one of those things that I simply always lose. And when I saw these, I was like, oh, those are really fun. They're fabric, which I've never seen a fabric coaster before. Comes in a pack of 4, and on the other side, it's a different print. Similar to what I mentioned a little bit ago about not having a ton of color in my space, I also don't have a lot of patterns in my space, so I thought these would be cool. I really like them, and they come with this nice little clip, which I will repurpose for, I'm sure, a bag of tortilla chips or something. And then finally, this little vase here. I love that it's almost like a gun metal finish. You can see it's reflective, and the little splotches kind of reminded me of an oil spill or something. I need to find one singular flower to put in this. On the bottom, this says Pam. Thank you, Pam. We're taking a quick break so I can tell you guys about the sponsor of this video, which is Glossier. I know on YouTube I talk mostly about how to make your home more beautiful, but on my other social channels I talk a lot about how to make yourself more beautiful. To me, beauty doesn't just stop at my home. It's important that I also feel beautiful. I've been a huge fan of Glossier for a while. I shower and moisturize with their Body Hero products religiously. For their fragrances, I mean, there's nothing that I can say that hasn't already been said. They have such a cult-like following. But one product I have yet to talk about on my social media that I actually use all the time is Boy Brow. I use both transparent and dark brown, but they have 5 other shades if you want to find the shade that works for you. My brow routine is quite simple, actually. I go in first with the clear brow gel. It really just helps define your eyebrows and give them more volume. Then I go in with the dark brown on the inner parts of my eyebrows. Then I go into the areas that are a little bit less dense with hair, just to fill the eyebrows out a little more. If you love a product that is quick, easy to use, and effective, Boy Brow is that product. Click the link in the description box to check out the entire shade range and learn more about Boy Brow. Huge thank you to Glossier for choosing to work with me. Now, let's go get back into today's video. I want to talk about wall hooks. The 2 that I have at the front of my house look like they're just like Target Project 62 brushed gold, you know, not really what I want. I haven't done anything to them yet because they are functional. They're currently holding my bag I just picked up from the row, which I love so much. I've been trying to find cool hooks to replace this with since I don't actually know what I want to do with this entryway. I'm keeping kind of the general layout and functionality of it as it is. And I found these hooks from Nikki Kehoe, which is a store that we have here in LA. They also sell online, and I don't know if they have another store somewhere else. Love Nikki Kehoe. The store is stunning. If you live in LA, you have to go shop at the store in person. It is so gorgeous, and you will find a lot of things that you want and also didn't know you need and probably don't need. In fact, a few of the other favorites I'm gonna show you here in a little bit are from Nikki Kehoe. I have just been shopping there quite a bit. I found these hooks to do instead, but in purchasing them and coming back to my house, I realized these have 4 bolts, this only has 2, so there would just be holes in my wall, which is fine because I can patch it up, but I haven't done it yet, and I'm trying to decide if maybe I want to put my 2 hooks that I got somewhere else. However, this does look really good. I love this. Honestly, let's go ahead and install these. Okay, so there's a lot less damage on this than I thought there would be. The like residual holes are not big at all. So I think it's gonna look good. I didn't intend on this video being like a project-y video, but I was like, wait, it'd be dumb for me to show wall hooks that aren't even on the wall. All right, is that crooked? Guys, I just screwed one end and I think my drill just died. Oh, wait. No. I'm just gonna screw this end the rest of the way. Like this. Okay, we got them both up. They look great. I love them. What an upgrade. On to the next pickup. For our next favorite, we have a front doormat, which I honestly have been looking for a long time, but good front doormats are difficult to come across. This one is from the Rope Co. of Maine. This is another Nikki Kehoe pickup. It's made out of recycled fisherman's rope or fishing net rope or fishing net. I just know it's recycled and comes from fishermen in one way or another. In store, they had this black color and a lighter gray, but online they have a really beautiful sage green that I like a lot. But with my front door being red, I think the green and red would give Christmas, and this is something that I want to use year round. So black it is. Not too much else to say. It's just a really good looking doormat that does what a doormat's supposed to do. Honestly, I feel like this looks a lot better than traditional brown doormats. I find that material after about a month or two looks horrendous. I feel like this will probably age a bit better, but only time will tell. On to our next pickup. This is the beam that separates my entryway from my living room. And the item I want to put here is this beautiful candle sconce that I picked up at a shop called Grandpa. If you live here and you know where All Time is, Grandpa is like this little itty bitty shop right beside it. The name of the store is perfect. The things they sell inside of it are perfect. And this candle sconce is perfect. So let's hang it up. I think out of all the places in my house, this is where it would look the best. But if I don't like it, I guess I can take it down and put it somewhere else. I'm so indecisive when it comes to hanging things because I honestly hate patching holes or like making mistakes, but I know that's part of the creative process. So anyway, let's hang it up. How are we looking? This is the perfect segue into our next pickup, which is this brass match striker, and I have been in love with this thing. I picked this up at a store here in LA called OK. The salesperson told me that this is made by a local brand. It's made by JFM Los Angeles out of solid brass, and not to be wasteful, but it is incredibly satisfying being able to just pull a match out and strike it right on this and immediately have a flame. I think it's time to show you my home fragrance pickups for this month, so let's go. We have 2 candles and 1 incense. Our first candle is called Cactus Cowboy by Flamingo Estate. To me, this just smells like a hot guy. If you like fragrances that are reminiscent of cologne, then you'll like this. There are notes of sandalwood, hay, and leather. I actually had the chance to visit Flamingo Estate in person, and it's probably top 5 coolest things I've done since moving to Los Angeles. The team there is amazing. They make great products. I love their soaps. I love their candles. And this is one I've just been burning all the time because it just smells good. This candle has great throw, and even after you blow it out, you can still smell it in the house. So it's a really good one. So yeah, Cactus Cowboy. Our next candle is one that I have yet to actually burn, and I feel like it's a little fraudulent to put this on the list, but I picked this up a week or so ago as a sort of transitional home fragrance from summer to fall. This is Noisetier from Diptyque, and it's inspired by the smell of hazelnut or a hazelnut tree. The reason why I say this is such a good transitional fragrance is because yes, you get that roasted hazelnut, but there's also something very green and alive about this. It doesn't smell so warm and dessert like you would expect from a lot of other hazelnut fragrances. At this point, I probably purchased 20 plus candles from Diptyque, and I'm a huge fan of the way that they perform. Even though I've yet to burn this, I know that I will very soon, especially because summer's coming to an end, and mentally, I'm already in fall. I'm honestly holding myself back from showing you a few things that I've got that lean a little bit more fall. But yeah, while we're waiting for autumn to arrive, you can enjoy this very beautiful green hazelnut candle from Diptyque. Then we have Tucson Incense from Astier. If you've seen my content before, you might remember a couple videos back, I talked about their Hollywood incense, which I absolutely love and still am burning to this day. These incense are expensive, but it comes with about 125 sticks, I believe, so they last a long time. I feel like it's hard for incense to be complex, but they always work really interesting notes into their incense. I don't know how they do it, but they do it really well. Tucson was another pickup from Nikki Kehoe. And the thing that made me really fall in love with this one is the fact that it smells like sawdust. You'll either love that or hate that, but it reminds me of the scent of like an old workshop. The notes on Tucson are wild grass, red earth, parched woods, and rosemary. It smells like what I would imagine Tucson smells like, which is very dry wood, or as I stated a second ago, sawdust. Okay guys, and that just about does it for our fragrance pickups. Now let's move on to our last segment, another Nikki Kehoe find, and that is Scenery magazine. I have volume 2 and volume 3. I couldn't find volume 1, but what's cool is that all the various volumes have different covers, so I was able to pick my favorite covers out of all of the different like options they had available. I think it was in my previous home pickups video that I talked about Cabana magazine, which I literally have a copy of their new issue right here. But it's another interiors magazine that I love so much. There's just the most beautiful imagery. I talked in that video about how magazines are a really great source of inspiration for me because you see a lot of visuals that you just don't come across on Instagram and TikTok, and even on Pinterest, there's a lot of recycled content. And these magazines just have such beautiful stuff in them. I'm gonna insert clips flipping through each of them. There's not a whole lot else to say other than if you're looking for another stunning interiors magazine, you need to get Scenery, because this is one of my new favorites. Okay guys, that concludes our video. I actually have more to show you guys, but honestly, I've included so much. I'll just roll those over to next month, I think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had fun hanging out with you. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because it's the only way we're gonna hit our goal of 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I want a YouTube plaque so bad. No, I'm playing, kind of. I'll see you on the next video. Bye, you guys.